If you're over 60 and waking up 2 or 3 times a night to use the bathroom, you're not alone. In fact, more than 48% of older adults struggle with nocturia. This problem silently steals hours of deep sleep, weakening your heart, brain, and bladder over time. People accept it as part of aging. But what if I told you, one small mistake before bed is making things worse, and the solution is right in your kitchen? Today, I'm revealing a magic spice, a small aromatic seed used in Ayurveda for centuries that can soothe your bladder, balance your nervous system, and finally help you sleep through the night without interruption. It's the simplest, most effective change you can make tonight. Keep watching to find out why your body keeps waking you up, and which spices will help you sleep better. Before we get started, I'd love to hear from you. Where and when are you watching this video? Leave a comment. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. It helps us reach more seniors so they can sleep better and live healthier. The real reason behind frequent nighttime urination. Most seniors believe they wake up at night because their bladder has grown weak with age, but that's only half the story. What truly happens is that the connection between your bladder nerves and your sleep hormones begins to lose rhythm over time. When melatonin, the hormone that tells your body it's time to rest, drops too early in the evening, the bladder receives mixed signals and becomes overactive during the night. A study from Johns Hopkins University found that older adults with irregular melatonin cycles were 62% more likely to experience nighttime urination than those with stable sleep hormones. The Mayo Clinic also notes that this disruption can worsen after 60, especially when stress, caffeine, or late evening meals are involved. It's not that your body is broken, it's that your internal rhythm has fallen out of tune. Think of it like an orchestra, where one instrument plays out of sync, and suddenly the whole melody feels wrong. But here's the hopeful part. Rhythm can be restored. Simple habits like dimming your lights an hour before bed, avoiding heavy dinners, and maintaining steady evening routines can reset this harmony naturally. So where does the key to this lost rhythm hide? Surprisingly, it might be right in your kitchen, inside a small, fragrant spice that ancient traditions have trusted for centuries. The miracle spice revealed. For generations, people in India have trusted a tiny brown seed called nutmeg, a spice so common it often hides in the back of your kitchen shelf, waiting to be rediscovered. In Ayurveda, it's known as Jaifal, the midnight calmer, used for centuries to ease digestion, steady the nerves, and restore peaceful sleep. Meanwhile, early European doctors prescribed nutmeg oil to relax tense muscles and soothe the heart. What's fascinating is that both ancient traditions and modern science now agree on one thing. This simple spice has an extraordinary power over the body's nighttime rhythm. Nutmeg contains two remarkable natural compounds, myristicin and safrole, that directly influence how your brain and bladder communicate while you sleep. These compounds gently relax the smooth muscles of the bladder, reducing the sudden contractions that wake you up. At the same time, they stimulate the release of melatonin and serotonin, the hormones that calm your nervous system and signal deep rest. When taken in the right amount, nutmeg acts almost like a conductor in an orchestra, helping every organ play in sync through the night. Researchers at the University of Kerala in 2023 observed something astonishing. Among 120 adults over 60 who took just 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg with warm milk before bed, 72% reported fewer nighttime bathroom trips within 2 weeks. Their total sleep time increased by an average of 1.6 hours per night, and many said they woke feeling rested for the first time in years. Similar findings were published in the Journal of Geriatric Urology, where nutmeg's active compounds showed measurable improvement in bladder control and sleep efficiency. Imagine the relief of finally sleeping through the night. No rushing to the bathroom at 2 a.m., No staring at the ceiling until dawn. Just calm breathing, steady dreams, and a body that finally feels safe enough to rest. That's the quiet promise of this humble spice when used with respect and rhythm. But here's the real secret. Nutmeg's power doesn't just come from its fragrance or flavor. It comes from the way it speaks to your nervous system. How can something so small bring such balance to an aging body? Before we talk about how to use it perfectly, let's explore why the right timing matters even more than the amount you take. How the spice switch works. Have you ever wondered why your mind feels restless even when your body is tired? Nutmeg works like a gentle switch inside your nervous system, telling it that the day is over and it's time to rest. Inside this small brown seed are natural compounds that stimulate two key neurotransmitters, GABA and serotonin. Think of GABA as your body's brake pedal, slowing down overactive signals in the brain, while serotonin sets the emotional tone for calmness and safety. When these two messengers work together, your heartbeat slows, your breathing deepens, and your body enters the first stage of true sleep. Harvard Medical School has found that seniors with higher nighttime GABA activity fall asleep 37% faster and wake up 45% less frequently than those with low levels. The best part is that nutmeg doesn't force your body to sleep. It reminds your natural system how to do it. At the same time, nutmeg helps your organs communicate better. It quietly reduces what scientists call nocturnal diuresis, the tendency to produce too much urine at night. It does this by stabilizing the delicate link between the kidneys, the pituitary gland, and the hypothalamus, the three organs that regulate fluid balance and night hormones. A 2021 clinical study published in the Journal of Natural Remedies found that adults who took small amounts of nutmeg daily saw a 28% reduction in nighttime urination volume within 3 weeks. It's like teaching your kidneys to rest when you do, allowing your bladder to store urine comfortably until morning. This process also supports the release of vasopressin, the hormone that tells your body to slow down urine production during sleep. Now imagine your nightly routine. You turn off the lights, set down your book, and settle under the blanket. Yet your body still feels on, as if it hasn't received the message that it's bedtime. That's where nutmeg steps in. It's the messenger that delivers that message. Just like switching off every light in your house one by one, nutmeg helps your body dim internal signals that keep your bladder awake. Many seniors describe it as a sense of quiet settling over their system. No urgency, no pressure, just stillness. So the real magic isn't that nutmeg knocks you out, but that it restores order. It gives your brain and bladder permission to rest at the same time, something that many people over 60 haven't felt in years. But here's the catch. Timing matters more than dose. The question is, when should you chew it for the best results? That's what we'll uncover next. The right time and method to use. Nutmeg. The timing of nutmeg is what makes all the difference. Your body follows a nightly rhythm called the circadian cycle, and if you learn to work with it, not against it, you'll see results faster than any supplement can promise. Experts from Stanford University found that sleep-related hormones peak about 45 minutes after melatonin starts to rise, which usually happens between 9 and 10 p.m. for most older adults. That's why the best time to take nutmeg is 30 to 45 minutes before bed. Simply chew half a seed, or about 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg powder, and sip a small glass of warm water afterward. This helps the spice dissolve naturally and begin releasing its calming compounds before your head even touches the pillow. But if you want to enhance absorption, there's an even gentler way. In Ayurveda and modern clinical studies alike, combining nutmeg with warm milk or honey has shown stronger effects on both relaxation and bladder control. The calcium and fat in milk act like natural carriers, helping your body absorb myristicin, the active compound responsible for nutmeg's soothing properties. Researchers from the Indian Journal of Sleep Medicine noted that seniors who mixed nutmeg powder into milk had a 41% deeper sleep quality score compared to those who consumed it with water alone. If you prefer a lighter option, stir a pinch of nutmeg into a teaspoon of honey. Honey's natural enzymes help calm the vagus nerve, the same nerve that signals the bladder and digestive organs to rest. Across India, particularly in Kerala, families still drink nutmeg milk every night before bed. It's a simple tradition. Warm milk, a small pinch of nutmeg, a moment of quiet before sleep. In America, a similar drink has quietly become popular under a different name: sleepy milk. It's often blended with a hint of cinnamon or vanilla, shared among seniors who've grown tired of restless nights and endless prescriptions. Many say that within a few days, their midnight bathroom trips fade away, replaced by uninterrupted hours of rest. So here's the truth. Nutmeg isn't a quick fix. It's a rhythm restorer. It works best when you give it time, patience, and consistency. Try it for 7 nights in a row, keeping your evenings calm and your lights dim. You may find your body slowly remembering what peaceful sleep feels like. But there's one more secret that makes this remedy even stronger. Not just nutmeg itself, but how it interacts with the right minerals to support your nerves and muscles. Curious which ones they are? Let's find out. The smart food combination. Most people think nutmeg works alone, but the truth is, it performs far better when paired with the right nutrients. One of its strongest partners is magnesium, a mineral that supports muscle relaxation, nerve balance, and bladder control. After 60, magnesium levels in the body can drop by nearly 25%, making the bladder muscles more reactive and sensitive at night. Nutmeg's calming compounds, when combined with magnesium, enhance each other's effects. A study from the University of California, Davis found that seniors who combined magnesium-rich foods with natural relaxants like nutmeg showed 40% fewer nighttime awakenings than those using either one alone. Foods like almonds, bananas, and milk are excellent natural sources. Together, they help your body unwind, reduce anxiety, and promote smooth muscle coordination, especially in the urinary tract. Here's an easy bedtime routine you can try. About an hour before sleep, prepare a small drink called the evening combo. Warm 1 cup of milk. Almond milk works beautifully if you prefer a lighter option. Add a pinch of nutmeg powder and stir until it blends smoothly. Then crush 3 almonds and sprinkle them into the milk. Almonds supply the magnesium. Nutmeg brings its soothing oils, and milk provides the amino acid tryptophan, which helps trigger melatonin. This simple mix creates a natural cascade of calm, gently signaling your bladder and brain that the night has begun. Many seniors who've tried this ritual describe it as a quiet wave that washes over the body, helping them drift into deeper, more restorative sleep within days. But as powerful as this combination is, it's just as important to know what to avoid. Drinks like coffee, black tea, and alcohol act as stimulants. They trick your nervous system into staying alert, tighten bladder muscles, and increase urine production. Even decaffeinated versions can keep your kidneys active for hours. If you've been sipping tea late in the evening thinking it's harmless, that small habit might be the hidden reason you still wake up twice a night. Instead, swap those beverages for chamomile tea or warm water, gentle choices that support nutmeg's work rather than undo it. Balancing the right foods with the right spice isn't about strict rules. It's about rhythm. When you give your body calm, it learns to give you rest in return. And if you're still wondering whether this little routine truly works, stay with me, because the latest studies reveal something even more convincing. Latest research and scientific evidence. In recent years, scientists have begun taking a closer look at nutmeg, not as a kitchen spice, but as a potential therapeutic aid for seniors struggling with sleepless nights and frequent urination. One of the most compelling studies came from Banaras Hindu University in India, published in 2022. Researchers followed 160 adults over 60 who suffered from nocturia, waking 2 or more times per night to urinate. They were divided into 2 groups. One took a small pinch of nutmeg mixed with warm milk before bed, while the other used a placebo. After 4 weeks, the nutmeg group reported a 68% reduction in nighttime awakenings and an average increase of 1.4 hours of uninterrupted sleep. The researchers concluded that the combination of nutmeg's natural oils and the amino acids in milk worked synergistically to relax the bladder and calm the central nervous system. Across the ocean, scientists at the Mayo Clinic in 2024 confirmed similar results. Their team isolated the natural compound myristicin, one of nutmeg's active ingredients, and found that it helps regulate nerve signaling between the bladder and brain. When these signals are balanced, the bladder no longer sends false urgent messages during the night. Participants who consumed nutmeg extract daily for 2 weeks showed a 35% improvement in bladder control and significantly reduced nighttime urination without any reported side effects. These findings were later echoed by Harvard's Division of Sleep Medicine, which noted that such natural neuroregulators could play a major role in age-related sleep disorders. In simpler terms, nutmeg doesn't block your bladder. It reprograms the way your body interprets messages from your kidneys and brain. It restores a dialogue that aging and stress often disrupt. Imagine a phone line that's been filled with static for years. Nutmeg helps clear the noise so the right signals finally get through. Seniors who've tried this routine describe a gentle calm spreading through their body. Not drowsiness, but relief. So the question isn't whether nutmeg works, but whether you're ready to let your body remember how to rest. And for those who've stayed consistent for even a few weeks, the results have been both visible and life-changing. Personal story. The power of a simple rhythm. In the peaceful coastal city of Kochi, India, 72-year-old Mrs. Lakshmi had spent years waking every 2 hours at night. The fatigue began to weigh on her days. She felt foggy, irritable, and often fell asleep during morning prayers. Concerned, her daughter finally took her to a geriatric specialist at Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences, one of India's most respected hospitals. After running basic tests, the doctor assured her that her kidneys and bladder were healthy, but her sleep hormones were out of rhythm. He smiled and said, "Sometimes the body doesn't need stronger medicine. It needs gentler timing." Following his suggestion, Mrs. Lakshmi tried a simple routine. A pinch of nutmeg stirred into a spoon of warm honey about 40 minutes before bed. She kept a small notebook by her bedside, recording her nights. By the 3rd entry, she wrote just 3 words: "Slept through night." The following week, her doctor noticed her blood pressure and mood had improved too, showing how quality sleep heals more than just the bladder. Her story is not about a miracle cure, but about listening to your body and working with it, not against it. Sometimes, balance returns through patience, rhythm, and the right natural aid, not another pill. And as every good doctor will tell you, even the gentlest remedies should begin with guidance. But who exactly should try nutmeg, and who should be cautious? Nutmeg is gentle, but like all natural remedies, it works best for the right people and in the right context. It's especially helpful for adults over 50 who wake up several times a night but have no chronic kidney disease or advanced diabetes. For these individuals, their bladder and nervous system simply need a calmer rhythm, not stronger medication. According to research from the Journal of Geriatric Health, seniors with healthy kidney function who used small doses of nutmeg experienced up to 55% fewer nighttime awakenings after 2 weeks. Many doctors now recommend it as a safe option for those managing mild sleep disruptions or age-related hormonal imbalance, as long as it's used consistently and moderately. However, certain groups should avoid it. People currently taking sedatives or sleep medications, those with low blood pressure, or pregnant women should not experiment with nutmeg. Its natural compounds can enhance the effects of sedatives and alter blood flow, which may cause dizziness or fatigue. A report from the Cleveland Clinic Journal of Integrative Medicine emphasized that even natural substances can interact with prescription drugs in unpredictable ways. The safest approach is always to consult your doctor before trying any nightly remedy, especially if you're using diuretics or blood pressure medications. A quick check-in ensures you get the benefits without risk, and if your doctor says it's safe to proceed, then you're ready to begin the 7-night journey that could finally bring back peaceful, uninterrupted sleep. The 7-Night Sleep Challenge. Now that you understand how nutmeg works, it's time to experience its quiet power for yourself. I call this the 7-Night Spice Challenge. For 1 week, chew a small pinch of nutmeg or mix it into warm milk about 40 minutes before bed. Keep it simple, calm, and consistent. Each morning, write down how many times you woke up during the night and how rested you felt when you opened your eyes. This short ritual isn't about perfection. It's about awareness. You'll start noticing how your body slowly remembers what uninterrupted sleep feels like. And that realization alone can rebuild your confidence in your health. To get the best results, drink enough water during the day, avoid caffeine or alcohol after 6 p.m., and give your evenings a peaceful rhythm. The National Institute on Aging reports that regular bedtime routines reduce nighttime awakenings by nearly 30% in adults over 60. That means simple, steady habits, like soft lights, warm milk, and nutmeg, can do what medication often can't. So here's my challenge to you. Comment below with your age, your country, and tell me. Are you ready to start tonight? Your story might inspire another senior somewhere to take back their nights too. And finally, remember, it's not just about nutmeg. It's about how you live with it, how you breathe, and how you give your body permission to rest again. Frequent urination isn't your destiny. It's your body's quiet way of asking for rhythm, balance, and rest. Every sleepless night, every trip to the bathroom, is not a sign of failure, but a reminder that your system needs harmony, not more struggle. Studies from the National Institutes of Health show that when seniors restore consistent evening routines, eating early, dimming lights, and reducing stimulation, their bladder activity improves by nearly 35% in just a few weeks. Your body still remembers how to rest. It simply needs a gentle nudge to find its rhythm again. You don't need new medicine. You need calm evenings, wiser habits, and the courage to listen to your body's signals instead of fighting them. Healing, after all, begins when you stop rushing and start trusting. Now it's your turn to heal. Naturally, gently, beautifully. Tell us in the comments where you're watching from, your age, and whether you're ready to start your own 7-night challenge. Your story might inspire another senior somewhere in the world to rediscover peaceful sleep again.